Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. There is power in keeping your cards close to your chest. There is strength in maintaining a sense of mystery. And there is wisdom in not letting everyone into the sacred space of your mind. The truth is, not everyone is meant to know everything about you. The world will demand your attention. They'll ask you to share your every move, your every struggle, your every victory. But you don't owe anyone that. Some things, some parts of you need to stay hidden for a time, protected. Not everything is for everyone. People will come into your life with expectations, opinions, judgments, and advice. But you don't need to give them the keys to your soul. Your dreams, your aspirations, they are not public property. You've got to guard them like a treasure, because once the world knows too much, they begin to form opinions. And those opinions, they often become the chains that hold you back from what you were meant to do. There is no value in oversharing. No value in letting others dictate your next move. You cannot build a future when everyone else has a say in your present. Think about the greatest success stories. Think about the people who have truly made a mark on the world. I guarantee you, they didn't get there by telling everyone what they were about to do. No, they stayed quiet, they stayed focused, they stayed in their lane. And when the time was right, the world could see what had been built in silence. They didn't need to announce it, they didn't need validation. They moved with purpose, with discretion, and with confidence. You've got to understand the power of silence. Silence doesn't mean you're weak or that you're hiding something bad. Silence means you're discerning, you're strategic, you're waiting for the right moment to strike. You're learning to protect your process, to keep the sacred things in a place where only you and God know what's going on. You don't need to tell everyone about the seed you're planting. The seed is enough. Let it grow in silence. Let it develop in secret, and when it's ready, the harvest will be undeniable. What I'm saying is, not every dream, not every idea, not every blessing needs to be shared the moment it's born. You've got to allow it time to grow, to mature. You've got to allow it to take root before the world comes in with their criticisms and doubts. If you give your dream to the wrong person, they might step on it, crush it, or dismiss it before it has a chance to breathe. And sometimes the hardest part of this journey is learning when to keep quiet. We live in a world where everyone is shouting about their achievements, their struggles, their plans. Everyone wants to be heard, but let me tell you, there is a power in not needing to shout. There is a power in walking your path quietly, in moving with intent, in choosing your words carefully. If you learn to operate in silence, the noise of the world won't drown out your purpose. You'll walk the life not needing approval from anyone, not seeking applause from the crowd. I need you to understand that there are enemies in this world, not necessarily physical enemies, but spiritual and emotional ones, who would love to see you fail. They're watching you, waiting for a slip up, an opportunity to sabotage your destiny. They want to steal your vision, twist it, take it out of context. But if you remain silent, if you keep your plans hidden, they can't touch what they can't see. So God will never let you lose who you are based on your work. I'm not telling you to be arrogant. I'm telling you to be wise. There's a difference. Some people will want to know everything about you, not because they care, but because they want to use your story, your pain, your growth for their own purposes. Not everyone who asks is a friend. Not everyone who smiles has your best interests at heart. Some people are simply waiting for you to expose too much so they can tear it apart, use it against you, or take credit for it. And don't forget, not everyone will understand the vision you carry. Not everyone will celebrate the steps you've taken. Some will laugh, some will criticize, some will try to convince you that it's too big, too bold, too risky. But the truth is, they're not the ones who need to understand. Only you and God need to understand the vision, the plan, the purpose. Everyone else will catch up when the time is right. This is why I'm telling you to move in silence. Work quietly. Dream quietly. Let your work speak for itself. Let your results prove what you're capable of. People might doubt you now. They might laugh at your plans. They might even tell you it's impossible. But when it happens, when your dreams come to life, no one will be able to deny the power of what you've been doing in silence. Guard your heart, guard your mind, and guard your dreams. There is a time to speak, but there is also a time to remain quiet. You've got to know when to say something and when to hold your peace. If you talk too much, you'll dilute your power. You'll give people access to parts of you that they're not worthy of. You'll let their opinions shape your future. But if you move in silence, if you learn to keep things close to your chest, you'll protect your peace and your process. You are stronger than you think. You are capable of more than you realize. But the world doesn't need to know every step of the way. You don't need to tell everyone what you're going to do. You need to show them. You need to prove it through action, through results, through perseverance. In this world, there's power in what is unseen. There's power in what is hidden. So stop giving people access to your inner world. Stop announcing your next move before it's fully formed. Stop sharing your dreams before they've had a chance to bloom. Protect your future by preserving your mystery. Work in silence and let your success speak for itself. You've got this. Keep your head down. Keep grinding. Keep quiet. Because when you're quiet, you're dangerous. And that is how you protect what's precious. Keep moving forward and let the world catch up. And let the world catch up. In a world that thrives on visibility, where everyone wants to broadcast every aspect of their lives, it can be easy to forget the immense power of keeping things to yourself. There's something profound about the ability to preserve your mystery, to guard what's most precious to you, and to keep your plans and dreams in a space that only you and the Creator can access. You don't need to announce every step, every thought, every ambition. There is strength in discretion, and that strength can be the very thing that protects your future from the distractions and the dangers of an overly curious world. When you keep your plans to yourself, you are in control. You don't give people the opportunity to twist your words, or worse, twist your fate. The truth is, not everyone around you will cheer for your success. Some people, even those who seem closest to you, will watch your every move with a sense of envy or skepticism. They may not always show it, but the moment they know too much, they can use that information against you, whether they intend to or not. The more people know about your ambitions, the more chance they have to disrupt them. When you reveal too much, you give others access to your inner world. And with access comes influence. Influence that can be positive, yes, but also influence that can lead you astray, slow you down, or even destroy what you built. You have to recognize that not everyone is qualified to handle your truth. The most sacred parts of your life, the pieces of your heart that hold your deepest desires, should be protected. They are not for everyone. Think about how often people overshare in today's society. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that the more you share, the more you connect with others, the more they'll understand you. But in truth, sharing too much too soon can do the exact opposite. It can leave you vulnerable, exposed, and open to the criticisms or judgments of those who may not have your best interests at heart. There is something powerful about a person who moves with intention, who speaks less and listens more, who keeps their plans under wraps until the time is right. It is this quiet power that allows them to operate in a way that is both focused and undistracted. When you don't need to broadcast every thought or share every milestone with the world, you can move through life with more clarity, more direction, and more purpose. The secret is in knowing when to speak and when to remain silent. Not every detail needs to be shared. Not every victory needs to be celebrated in public. And not every struggle needs to be aired. Sometimes the act of moving in silence allows you to work without the weight of everyone's expectations, without the noise of unsolicited advice, and without the burden of seeking validation. Silence doesn't mean weakness. It doesn't mean that you have nothing to offer or that you're hiding something wrong. Silence means you're discerning. It means you have the wisdom to recognize that some things are best kept in the dark, at least for a time. It's about waiting for the right moment to reveal what you've been working on and trusting that when the time comes, it will be ready. The world doesn't need to see every little detail, every single step you take. What matters is that you're taking those steps, that you're making progress, and that you're moving toward your goal with purpose and consistency. And make no mistake, there is a divine element in this practice of silence. Sometimes God asks us to move in silence, to work in quiet, to grow in secret, because He knows the value of what we are carrying. Not everything is meant to be shared before it's time. Some blessings need to be nurtured and protected before they can withstand the light of day. If you show your dreams to the wrong people too soon, they might not understand them, and they might not treat them with the respect and care they deserve. The more you reveal, the more you risk inviting negative energy, criticism, and doubt into your space. And the more you expose, the more chance there is that people will try to claim what was never meant for them, to manipulate your path or pull you off course. When you operate in silence, you are in essence preparing your work for the right audience. Think about how a seed grows in the ground. It doesn't grow in the open air for everyone to watch. It is hidden, it is protected. And in that quiet, secret place, it develops strength. It takes root, it starts to grow. But it isn't exposed to the harsh winds or the elements until it's ready. And just like that seed, your dreams need to grow in a place where they won't be trampled on, where they won't be exposed to the harshness of people's doubts or discouragement. You need to give them time to develop, time to take root, and time to build the foundation that will support them when they finally break through. The surface, the key is patience. You can't rush the process. You can't rush growth, and you can't rush success. Not everything needs to be revealed immediately. Sometimes the best thing you can do is be still, focus on your work, and let it mature at its own pace. When the time is right, when the season is right, everything will fall into place. But if you rush to show the world what you're doing before it's fully formed, you risk exposure that might harm what you've been building. You risk revealing something fragile, something not yet ready to withstand the pressures of the world. Keep your work hidden until it's strong enough to stand on its own. Keep your dreams protected until they have the strength to manifest fully. In your silence, you gain clarity. The more you talk, the more you dilute your energy. The more you share, the more you risk giving away your power. But when you stay quiet, when you focus on the work and leave the noise behind, you allow yourself to operate at your highest potential. You stay in control of your narrative. No one can take from you what they don't know exists. No one can stop what they can't see coming. Your silence is not your weakness, it's your strength. And when the time comes to reveal your dreams, when the moment is right, your work will speak for itself. No one will be able to deny the power of what you built, and no one will be able to take credit for it. But until that moment arrives, continue to work quietly, continue to protect your process, and continue to let your dreams grow in silence. The world will catch up when the time is right. The truth is, not everyone who asks about your life, your dreams, or your journey is deserving of that information. Some people will want to know your next move, your plans, your goals, not because they care about you or your success, but because they want to feel a sense of control, to use your story for their own purposes, or to simply satisfy their curiosity. The people you share your vision with play a crucial role in either uplifting you or pulling you down. It's vital that you understand that not everyone has the capacity to hold your dreams, your struggles, or your triumphs with the respect and care they deserve. Not everyone is meant to walk with you through your journey, and not everyone is meant to see the intimate parts of your life. This is why discernment is so important. The ability to distinguish between who is genuinely supportive and who is simply curious, who is invested in your success and who is simply trying to extract value for themselves, is a skill that takes time to develop. You have to be careful about the people you allow into your circle, the people you share with your heart, and the people you share your deepest thoughts with. Not everyone has the maturity, the understanding, or the heart to truly support you. In fact, some people can only understand your vision through the lens of their own limitations, doubts, and insecurities. They might not be able to see the fullness of what you're capable of. And as a result, they might either unintentionally or intentionally try to steer you off course, question your worth, or dismiss your dreams altogether. There are people who will never understand your vision. They won't be able to grasp what you see because they are limited by their own perspectives, experiences, and fears. When you share your dreams with them, they might not celebrate you. Instead, they might try to talk you out of them, downplay your efforts, or suggest that you aim lower simply because they cannot fathom your potential. These individuals are not necessarily malicious, but they lack the capacity to hold the weight of your dreams. They can't see the bigger picture because they are so focused on their own limitations. So when you share your hopes and aspirations, you might inadvertently give them the power to plant seeds of doubt in your mind. Or worse, cause you to question yourself. On the other hand, there are people who might appear supportive on the surface, but their motives are not pure. These individuals will smile in your face, nod in agreement, and tell you that they're behind you, but in reality, they're waiting for you to stumble. They may not have your best interest at heart. They might be more interested in the attention they can gain from being close to someone with big dreams. Or they might secretly wish to take credit for your success when it comes to fruition. These are the individuals who will stand beside you when things are going well, but when you hit a roadblock or face a challenge, they will be the first ones to distance themselves, criticize you, or offer unsolicited advice that will only hold you back. Because of this, you need to be selective about who you invite into your inner circle. Your inner circle must be made up of individuals who not only believe in you, but also have the maturity and the heart to understand the depth of your journey. These are the people who will push you to be better, who will speak life into you, who will encourage you during the hard times, and who will celebrate your victories without jealousy or bitterness. They won't just stand with you in moments of success, but they will also be the ones to help you pick up the pieces when things fall apart, offering their wisdom and their love without trying to control or manipulate the outcome. The reality is that sharing your dreams with the wrong people can be just as damaging as keeping your dreams to yourself in the first place. When you expose yourself to people who can't handle your truth, who can't appreciate your vision, you open yourself up to unnecessary heartache, confusion, and even regret. You might find yourself questioning your path, doubting your worth, or even second-guessing your decisions. And this is why discernment and choosing who you share with is paramount. You need to be able to distinguish between the voices that lift you up and the voices that pull you down. You need to be able to discern who is genuinely rooting for your success and who might be secretly hoping for your failure. There is a sacredness to your dreams. And just as you would guard something precious, you must guard the people you allow into the most intimate corners of your life. Not everyone deserves access to your heart, your vision, or your struggles. Some things need to be kept between you and God. Some things need to be nurtured in private, free from the opinions and judgments of others. This is why it is so crucial to build relationships with people who are not only capable of understanding where you're going, but who can also handle the weight of your journey without trying to manipulate it or pull it in a direction that suits their own agenda. There are some people who will look at your dreams, your goals, and your ambitions, and they will be inspired. They will see something in you that they admire, something in you that makes them want to support you. These people will be the ones to encourage you to keep going, even when you feel like giving up. They will speak words of affirmation into your life, and they will lift you up when the world tries to tear you down. These are the people who will be there for you, not just when things are going well, but also when the road gets tough. They won't be quick to criticize or judge. Instead, they will offer solutions. They will offer their wisdom, and they will offer their love. At the same time, you must be aware that there are also people who will not celebrate your success, who will not see the greatness in you because they are too focused on their own insecurities, fears, or feelings of inadequacy. These individuals might not show it outright, but deep down they might be hoping you fail, or they might dismiss your dreams as unrealistic, or they might even secretly envy the progress you've made. These people can be toxic to your journey because they don't understand the essence of your vision, and they might unintentionally or intentionally derail your progress with negative energy, judgments, or words of discouragement. It's critical to recognize that you don't need to share everything with everyone. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your dreams, your goals, or your aspirations. You have the right to keep some parts of your journey private, especially the parts that are still fragile, still growing, and still being formed. Share your vision with those who can nurture it, those who can hold it with care, those who can protect it and help you bring it to life. Protect your space, protect your energy, and protect your dreams from the people who are not capable of holding them. You owe it to yourself and your future to be discerning in who you allow into your life, and to choose only those who will support, encourage, and help you rise. When you think about the importance of protecting your dreams, there's one thing that you must understand. Your dreams, your plans, your goals, they are sacred. They are pieces of your soul, elements of your future that have been placed inside of you often long before you fully comprehend their depth and significance. They deserve to be nurtured, to be kept in a space where they can grow in peace, free from the interference of negative energy or distractions. But unfortunately, in the world we live in, not everyone will treat your dreams with the respect they deserve. Not everyone will see them for the treasure they are. Some people will try to tear them down, some will steal them, and others will try to control or manipulate them. That's why it's essential. Your dreams are not to just guard your dreams with wisdom. They are visions that have been planted deep within you to diminish or destroy them. You cannot those forces come from places or people you least to share them with everyone who asks, to let anyone into that sacred space without thought or discernment. When you open up your heart and your vision too freely, you risk losing the very essence of what you're trying to build. Every dream has its season, its timing, and not every season is meant to be shared prematurely. Some things need to grow in private under the cover of protection before they are ready to face the harsh light of the world. Just like a seed buried deep in the soil, your dreams need time to take root, to grow strong enough to withstand any storm. But if you expose them too early, you risk them being trampled, crushed by people who don't understand their value, or worse, people who will attempt to plant doubts or poison your vision. It's easy to become excited about your dreams, to want to share them with the world, to prove to others that you are capable of achieving great things. But what you may not realize is that sharing too much too soon can be just as harmful as not sharing anything at all. Not everyone around you is going to be happy to see you succeed. There are people who will wait for you to fail, who will hope that you don't make it, who will secretly be hoping that you don't reach the heights you're striving for. When you expose your dreams to these kinds of individuals, you risk their negativity seeping into your spirit, influencing your confidence, and possibly causing you to doubt your ability to accomplish what you've set out to do. The truth is, not everyone is rooting for you. Some people will tell you that they are, but their words won't always align with their actions or their true feelings. These are the kinds of people who are threatened by your success, who fear that your growth will somehow make them feel smaller or inadequate. They will project their own fears and limitations onto you, trying to make you believe that what you're striving for is impossible or unrealistic. So how do you protect your dreams from these forces? The key is discretion. You have to learn when to share and when to keep things to yourself. You have to recognize that not everyone deserves access to the most intimate parts of your heart and mind. Some things need to remain between you and God until the time is right. The more you learn to guard your heart, your dreams, and your vision, the more you will be able to preserve their power, their integrity, and their potential. This doesn't mean that you should live in secrecy or isolation, but it does mean that you should be mindful of who you allow into your world, especially during the delicate stages of your journey. The temptation to share your dreams comes from a desire for validation. You want others to see your potential, to affirm that what you're striving for is worthy of pursuit. But validation from others, especially those who are not on the same level of understanding or vision as you, can be unreliable and even harmful. What happens when the validation you seek isn't there? What happens when the approval you hope for never comes? Or worse, when you receive criticism or doubt instead? If your dreams are built on the foundation of external validation, then they are fragile. They can be easily shaken, easily dismantled by the words or opinions of others. But when your dreams are rooted in a deep belief in your own potential, when they are protected by your trust in the process and your faith in the timing of God, then no external criticism or doubt can take them from you. There is a certain strength that comes from knowing who you are and what you are meant to do. When you are confident in your purpose and in the path you are on, it becomes easier to protect your dreams. You learn to recognize when someone is trying to undermine your vision, trying to distract you from your path, or trying to manipulate you into following a different route. The more you protect your dreams from unnecessary interference, the more you allow them to grow and develop at their own pace. You create an environment where your dreams are free from the distractions and noise of the outside world, where they can evolve and mature without pressure, without doubt, and without the influence of people who don't truly understand your journey. It's important to understand that not everyone is meant to walk with you on your journey. Not everyone is qualified to help carry your vision. There are some people who are meant to walk beside you, to encourage you, to challenge you, and to push you forward. These are the people you need in your life. The people who can hold your vision with respect. The people who can see the greatness in you and who will support you through the highs and lows of your journey. But there are others who will only drag you down, who will create unnecessary conflict, who will plant seeds of doubt, and who will try to steer you off course. These are the people you need to distance yourself from, even if they are close to you or seem well-intentioned. You have to learn to protect your dreams from those who aren't capable of handling them. You have to be willing to release the people who are not meant to be part of your story, so that you can make room for those who are. When you protect your dreams, you also protect your peace. There's nothing more valuable than peace of mind. And when you are constantly surrounded by negativity, doubt, and interference from others, it becomes harder to stay focused, to stay grounded, and to stay aligned with your purpose. But when you guard your dreams, when you choose to protect them from the distractions and disruptions of the outside world, you create an inner peace that allows you to think clearly, to make decisions with confidence, and to move forward with intention. This peace is the foundation upon which your success will be built. Without it, your dreams can become clouded, and your path can become unclear. It's also important to remember that protecting your dreams doesn't mean that you won't face challenges. The road to success is rarely smooth. There will be setbacks, obstacles, and moments when you will question yourself. But when your dreams are protected, when they are anchored in your heart and in your faith, you will have the strength to persevere through those challenges. You will be able to rise above the adversity and keep moving forward, because you know that what you are building is worth the fight. The more you learn to protect your dreams, the more you will see them come to fruition. They will grow in strength, in resilience, and in power. And when the time is right, they will be ready to shine in the world. But until that moment comes, guard them. Protect them from the noise, from the doubt, from the negative influences, and from the distractions that will only slow you down. Keep them close to your heart, nourish them with your faith, and trust that in time they will become everything you've imagined and more. And finally,